David, you ready to go?
Ready to go.
Take it, buddy. Take it. It's all you.
Woo. Okay, and Leo, you killed it, bro. I haven't spent very much time in agent attraction. I know a lot of people here do focus on that, and I see a lot of names in this group right here that I look up to and that just kill it. Leo, you're working on some big things. Today I'm going to talk about sales, you guys, and I could go off on a lot of things, and I kind of wanted to open the mic and see if you guys wanted to talk about sellers or buyers or what you guys were looking to do this year. Anyone?
Sellers.
Sellers?
Yep.
All right, Jennifer. So can I share my screen? You guys see this?
Yep, big map.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So we're located right here out in Roseville, you guys. We're off the 65. This is where our office is, right over here. This is where I'm at right now in the Brent Gove office. You're going to see a big map here. And so if I were to zoom into this little neighborhood right here, you guys, I'm using Property Radar. I don't know who uses this, but I find it a really strong tool. And just like anything, I think can someone mute? Maybe that's you, Jennifer.
Yep.
And just like anything, I like to prioritize my time. And so let's look for sellers. So I really leverage my buyers to get listings. And so
Really?
Property Radar is a great system. So if we can mute here, let me see. Okay, I muted her. If you look at this screen right here, you got the blue. Those are owner occupied properties. The next one up, this light red right here, this is a non-owner occupied, but they live in the county. So they live in Placer County. This is next dark red right here is a non-owner occupied, but they live outside of Placer County. So that could be Sacramento County, which is our neighboring county, or that could be down in like Mendocino County or San Francisco or LA. So, and then we got the dark red right here, and that's a non-owner occupied out of state. Now, for time necessity, just really quick here, who thinks which one we should hit first? If we were to call and leverage and reach out
I'd
to
say out of state.
Okay, I agree. Why, Jennifer?
Because they're not here, they're not really close to it, seeing it, touching it, and it's probably more difficult to manage. And also they're probably paying a property manager.
Right, so tired landlord, I completely agree. Another reason is if they live inside the county, they probably know Jennifer Meek, Tom Daves, Brent Goves, every other agent, right? They probably know 20 to 30 agents. So I like to focus on out of state first. If I were to go into this property profile, it's James Applegate and his wife, Marilyn. I can go into contacts right here and I can get their phone number right here. I get about 250 a month. And then holy crap, look at how many properties they own. So this is a pretty big investor. They own tons of property in Rockland and Sacramento and Roseville. And so they have a huge portfolio. When I call this seller, what I do is I say, hey, James, this is David Palma. I'm calling about your property over here on Cobblestone. Do you have a second to talk? They're going to say, why, is this a real estate thing? I'm going to say, yeah, well, basically I have a client that's looking, and right here, if I go into property, it'll say the subdivision. So this is Stanford Ranch. So I'll just, to sound more localized and knowledgeable, I'll be like, yeah, I have a client that's looking at Stanford Ranch. We recently wrote an offer on this property. I'm not sure if you're aware of it. It's currently in escrow and it had 5 offers. Now I'm reaching out to property owners. I'm wondering, James, do you know of anyone, a neighbor that's maybe relocating or potentially thinking of selling? So I'll reach out and I won't directly ask him if he's selling. I'm asking if he's heard of any neighbors, even though I know he doesn't live here. His primary address is on Willard, and this is Cobblestone. This is his primary address right here. So that's something that I'm doing. I'm also creating letters that are going out to luxury. And so I had a dear friend here in the office. He's an older gentleman, and he comes in and sits with me. He does website design, and I showed him some videos that I used to do, some pretty high-end videos. And he goes, holy crap, bro, you're using all these for your listing appointments, right? I'm like, well, yeah, I used to. That's how I edified myself. He goes, no, but you're using them here, right? And I said, no, not really. I mean, they're from Mendocino County. I mean, I just relocated to this area and I've been here for 3 years, but the videos don't pertain. They're Mendocino County. I mean, I used to do big vineyard ranch estate sales out there, but not here. He goes, no, bro, you got to start implementing those here. If I was a seller and I saw those videos and you were going up against another agent, I would be scared to be that other agent. You'd be getting it in the bag. So what I did is I put those videos all into a playlist on my YouTube, and I created this luxury title for it. I created a letter through Canva, and I'm starting to send out letters. This is a really good funnel page, by the way. I'm about to send letters out to 600 houses that are all over 5,000 square feet, over an acre. And I'm just introducing myself, letting them know who I am. So yeah, Jennifer, what are you doing right now to get listings?
Honestly, I'm not. Gary's the one who's doing our production. I'm working on our
Oh,
go
high
ahead,
level?
the white label in the background since we just had Leo. That's why I was very engaged in that. So yeah, I'm working on that specifically, but we do several things. I'll just speak for Gary because I'm not doing it, but he makes calls to a lot of people. We have a lot of people in our database. We've always worked with a lot of investors. Gary is a niche type person. He used to have a big REO account back in 08 and 09. That's actually how we met. He recruited me to the company that he was at then. And anyway, so he is, you know, talking to people who have low interest rates. He's very much into doing assumable and sub two. We're really doing a lot of
Right,
creative finance. We saw Pace Morby in Cabo.
right.
My you know, man crush for business. That was awesome. He was so fun to meet. But yeah, so I mean, mostly he's just working with just he works with distressed owners a lot. We just took a listing for someone who, she's an older lady, she can no longer handle her house payments. And there's a lot of people. So we work with VA, FHA, all that. So that's kind of what we focus
Well, you
on.
guys,
I'd much rather be working on higher end homes.
well, guys, the Meeks are killing it. If you haven't reached out, like she said, they have a whole website that can get you off market, assumable properties. They put a lot of work and time into it. They talk about it all the time within our office here. So if you guys are trying to get into that assumable realm, I highly suggest it. See, and like Leo said, like get to know the people in our industry, get to know the people that are in our office, people that we're all doing different niches, and you can reach out and kind of learn from that. I wanted to let you guys know. So I want to talk about a little bit about brand today, and more in the traditional sense, the personal brand, and not just in the terms of like logos or colors or taglines. I'm talking about, what do people think of you when they see your name, or when they hear that your name's mentioned? Like, what kind of relationships are you building today? And when people that you talk to at the gym, or the ones that you bump into at events, are they true friends, or are they surface level acquaintances who you're always saying like, hey, what's up, man? Let's get together, but then that never happens, right? Where's the follow through? And so this year I'm being more intentional about creating deeper relationships. And the momentum and the happiness that's come with it has been huge. Just recently, and this is, you know, it's in the new year right now. I've made this a really big intentional thing for myself. And so I recently I went out with a guy, and I just spent the time at his ranch. A guy that I work out with all the time. He sent me a deal the next day for a buyer, and I'm in contract right now. We had been talking for a year at the gym. So this year, it's all about building that momentum, and deals have flown from it. And like Darren Hardy says in The Compound Effect, he says something around the lines of small, smart choices plus consistency plus time equals radical difference. And so let me ask you, who's been hitting the gym lately, getting ready for summer? Anyone? Okay. Well, we all do it. We wait until the spring to kick it into gear. But if you really want to look and feel your best for this summer, you should have been doing that last year. And so the truth, and this is the truth, the same principles apply in business, in our real estate career. So success isn't built in the moment. It's built months, years in advance. My personal fitness journey has taken me 3 years, and I'm still not where I want to be. it hasn't been perfect. There's been tons of ups and downs, and just like in business, one week I'm feeling energized and focused, then life happens and I'm feeling down and off rhythm. And so that's why consistency is everything. Working on your personal brand, it's not just about visuals, though it's part of it, but with who you are, be the person who follows through, who shows up. Brent just recently, we're part of this group out here in our local town, and he challenged all of us to go home, write a 30-day plan, and I challenge you guys, a 30-day plan, a 60-day plan, what your life will look in 90 days from now, that's 3 months, what your life and your accomplishments and goals that you're going to be working on is 6 months from now, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, okay, 10 years. So starting to get interesting here, 25 years from now. And the craziest thing is 100 years from now. And so with AI and the way that things are going with health and nanotechnology, I mean, maybe we'll be living for 100 years from now. If not, what kind of legacy are you leaving behind? So one thing that I think that everyone could be doing, if you're talking about building relationships and building more sphere of influence, I've been pretty transactional in the past where I used to do about 35 listings a year, about selling about 50 homes a year. This was in a small ranch town, which was a lot for my community. And I was just never had the time to like spend extra time with people and really build that relationships. I was at my listing appointments thinking I gotta go. They would just stop talking so I can get the information that I need. I'm gonna put together an amazing package for your listing. Just trust me, just stop talking so I can get to my next appointment. I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. I wanna spend more time, which is, Jennifer, why I'm trying to hit the luxury so I can have less sales, more impactful sales, and do a better job. But one thing that I think you guys could do is, and I've heard it from someone great recently, is set up appointments with 5 friends, people that if you're at Safeway or Costco and you said, hey, what's up? We're at the gym, set up an appointment with them and have coffee. Do it once a week. Maybe put them back to back. So you spend like 4 hours there. Set it from the first appointment from 10 to 10:45 and set your next one at 11:15. Have that 30-minute gap so you can maybe make some phone calls and catch up and have your friends come in or your people come in and talk with you and just talk about life. Ask them where they're at in life and maybe do what Leo was saying with I wrote it down, the SVN, story, vision, and I think the N stood for numbers. Ask their story, like what they've been up to in life recently.
No. N stands for needs. That's really important.
That
What
is
do they
very important.
need?
Thank you so much,
So
Carolyn.
so you can add value. Love you.
Exactly.
We gotta help each other, right?
Yeah. So and that even works better. I mean, numbers doesn't even make sense. I was trying to remember what the N meant. Story, vision, and needs. And I think that's huge. I'm gonna take that and implement it. So at the lunch, you're gonna sit down, or at the coffee date, you're gonna just say, hey, like, how's life been? You're not gonna talk real estate. And you should do this. If you did 5 a week, that's just 1 day a week. That's about 20 people a week. And if you do that, that's 20 people a month. If you did that every month with the same people, that's 20 people that could send you referrals. So at probably the 3rd month in, then you would ask them, hey, can you do me a favor this year? When you hear anyone talking about buying or selling real estate, would you mind just sending them my way? And so now that's organic. It's thoughtful. You haven't been talking to them about business. You've truly become a closer relationship with them, and it's becoming relationship versus transactional. So these are just some few tips, you guys, that I'm implementing in my business right now. I just wanted to share them with you. I'll open the mic if you guys have any questions.
I want to say you did a great job. I've got to head off. It's my birthday, and I've got my kids calling
Happy
me.
birthday, Carolyn.
And I'm presenting
Happy
at 7 o'clock
birthday.
tomorrow. I'm presenting at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I haven't finished my speech, but I'm gonna crush it. I'll let you know.
Happy 30th.
I'll see this on video. Anyway, thank you for everything you did.
Thank you. Tom
David, I
Costello, I
wanted to
see
hear
you.
from you. You need to do a training on your video. You do great
I appreciate that. Training on what?
on video and your editing and whatever you're doing.
Okay, sounds good.
Be
I
helpful.
can share. I can share you guys these videos.
Not
Let
right
me
this
find it
second,
really
but-
quick.
Yeah, of course I went to your YouTube and I'm like, dang.
Did you find
And I've
them?
seen your other videos. I mean, you do a great job. No, I haven't played them because I'm listening to you.
Okay.
But I did
For those that
video.
want to see them,
Mhm. It looks
I
good.
created the playlist. And so I'm sending the letter out and I'm just showing people, you should know about us. Take a look at what we do. This is our elevated marketing. Let's see. How do I share? Link right here. That should work.
I gained.
You guys get that? I put it in the chat. That's the link to the YouTube playlist. It should work. Let's see. Anyways, anything else, you guys? Are you guys working on anything you want to share?
Places where nature takes a hold of you.
Did you edit that yourself, David?
Oh no, I have a full film crew.
Of course you
I
do.
I produced it, so I go there. I mean, to me, I mean, I'm working on a lot of things, you guys,
You're the
but
creative,
it's,
yeah.
it's basically the story behind the property, and so I think people buy a property for more than just a home. It's the lifestyle behind it.
Mhm.
Is it a recreational hunting property? Is it a luxury gated community? Does it have access to bike trails? Where's the shopping? What's the school district? So showing all that in a video on a high level is kind of the way that I do it. And I just can't wait until I get a luxury property out here to be able to do it.
Sounds good. Thank you. I'll chat with you.
course.
We'll have to talk about.
Awesome, David. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you back here, same time, same place. Brent will be live. Talk to you soon.